Hi everyone. I want to make just a quick little video explaining some things. Some of you may or may not know that I am a Rodan and Fields consultant. But what some of you probably don't know is why I became a Rodan and Fields consultant. So the last couple years, I seen a friend of mine on Facebook post about it occasionally, and the things that the business has done for her. And I didn't really think much of it until December of last year when she had me to this online event. They had a bunch of different consultants around the area and part of this team that I would later become a part of. And each and every one of these consultants posted Facebook posts and videos just about what the business and company has done for them. And some of them were so successful with their business that they were able to either retire or quit their corporate or career. And for me at the time, I thought that was amazing because at the time I absolutely hated my job. I felt so stuck at it, and I tried to get out for the longest time. I applied to every job known to man that I could think of that I could get with my experience in education, and no one ever gave me a call back for an interview. So I was stuck. And Rodan and Fields just happened to fall into my lap at that time. So I decided to take a chance and go for it and become a consultant to make a little residual income on the side. And besides feeling stuck at my job, I also kind of felt stuck at home as well because over the summer, my family and I had to move because my parents' house was foreclosed on. So we moved to my grandma's rental property, which had not been occupied for quite some time, and we realized upon moving in that there were a lot of updates and remodeling and problems that needed to be fixed, and all of those things were very costly, so costly that my parents have still yet to be able to afford them, and we're still in the process of remodeling and updating all those things. And it just kind of got a little overwhelming after so long living the way that we were living. So feeling stuck at work and at home kind of made me realize how much I wanted to be on my own and how important it was for me to feel financially secure with that decision if I did move out on my own. And besides those things, I also wanted to be able to provide for my grandmother. Some of you may know that she was diagnosed with cancer a couple years ago, and since her diagnosis, she's been in and out of the hospital a couple times. And one of those times, she was, for lack of a better term, on her deathbed. It was a hard time for all of us, but she's actually made a complete recovery and a 360-degree turnaround from how she was in the hospital. She's actually up and walking now. She's walking up and down stairs, which is something she never even did when she lived at our house before it was foreclosed on. And she's at the point where she can live independently now, and she would like to come home. And that is just not possible with the house that we're living in now, because we're still, like I said, updating and remodeling it, and that house just cannot accommodate her disabilities and her handicap. So I would love to be able to move out on my own and provide a place for her to live, because no one wants to live in a nursing home the rest of their days when they're perfectly capable of living on their own, especially when someone is so full of life, like my grandmother. And those are just all of the things I would love to accomplish with Rodan and Fields. And since signing on in February, a lot of changes happened in my life as well. It's really a nice little company. I can work when and where I want for as long as I want, and especially with my busy schedule, working 2 jobs, and I'm actually starting an internship next week for my undergrad, and planning a wedding. It's just something that I really and truly am blessed to have that opportunity fall in my lap when it did. So I want to thank you for watching this video, and thank you so much. Bye.